guys, Icekraks here. So today it is Tune Tuesday and we're back with a different car, another BMW actually, but this was the car that I used on Friday for my random car challenge Friday, the M635CI. I actually generally like this car as a drift car. Actually, it's a bit of a different car because it is a classic car, and you probably wouldn't drift an old classic BMW compared to a new BMW. But we're gonna thrash it anyway. Also, another thing, there will be another Titanfall video tomorrow as well. I think I sort of dropped the Titanfall videos because the open tech test is open, so there will be another Titanfall video tomorrow that will be talking about all the changes between Titanfall 1 and Titanfall 2, because as you guys might know or might not know, I'm a former veteran of Titanfall 1. I played the hell out of it on PC. Didn't actually upload that much footage, but I played the hell out of it. Anyway, we should probably get this car built up for drifting, because I guess that's what you guys are here for, so actually let's get started. First of all, I found that the car does not have enough power, so I had to throw a turbocharger into that to get a little bit more torque and a bit more kilowatts, just to get a bit more power, get a bit more kick. Some people on my challenge video said it's no longer a classic car because they changed the motor. I left the motor stock and I just turbocharged it, which is pretty standard for a lot of old classic cars because they tend to lose power over time if they're not rebuilt. Usually they're rebuilt and they're perfectly fine, but I like to turbocharge things if I'm going to drift it. Street tires, pretty standard. Didn't adjust the front width and rear width because they're already pretty wide tires, 245s and 245s. And I like the big classic BMW rims. Drivetrain, put the racing clutch in, racing transmission, racing driveline. Basically make everything lighter and adjustable. I want everything to be adjustable. Come on, Forza, load. And racing differential. Good old differential, two-way diff. Got to be able to adjust it so I can get those tires to lock up. Racing brakes, adjustable brake bias, once again. Racing springs, just to be honest, basically every racing handling everything racing, because well, you need the adjustability. The numbers need to be adjusted and tweaked to be perfect for drifting, because throwing on the parts is just one part of it. Tweaking and tuning it is the other part. Missed the roll cage, but we're going to go to weight reduction first because I missed it. So weight reduction and race chassis reinforcement / roll cage. So you get the rollover, stiff for chassis, because these classic BMWs tend to have a very thin A-pillar. It tends to be really not really stiff on the top, and the body tends to twist a little bit because they're usually made of thinner materials. For engine, I pretty much threw every single part on it to extend the motor's amount of the motor's power, to upgrade the motor's power, because there's not exactly a lot of kilowatts available for the engine to produce power. Most of it's actually Newton meters and torque, so we want to be able to maintain the speed, maintain the power through the drift, and not have our motor die off and stall on us. So basically racing everything, including boring the engine. So racing block. Throw that on. Racing pistons. Racing turbo. Everything. Intercooler. Things like that. Everything for that. Racing oil. Pretty standard parts. So you throw every single part on. Though some builds can be a little more lightweight. I've already done a few lightweight builds like the 240SX, but that's another video. But let's tune the car now. So we drop the tire pressure to 1.2. Both of them actually. Good old tire pressure. Drop the tire pressure down to 1.2. If I can get it down there. Gearing, I did tweak around a little bit. I tweaked the gearing a lot, mainly because of the good old basically engine gearing and stuff need to be tweaked, things like that, because the gearing is a little bit lacking in some senses. So 3.8, 3.50, 2.24, 1.54, 1.16, 0.94, 0.78. Generally, 4th, 5th, and 6th, you don't really need to tweak because you're not going that fast. Generally, you can't really initiate a drift that fast because there's really no way you can initiate a drift that fast. Tire and camber, good old alignment, -2 degrees and 0. You've got to be able to have that Actually, one thing I did learn about camber when you're drifting, when you turn in, the tire actually goes into a neutral camber when you drift in. So that's the reason why you run negative camber when it comes to drifting. For toe, you run positive on the front and negative on the rear, so you can get those tires to assist you to get more turn angle into the drift. The caster, you generally run it a little bit forward so you can extend the wheelbase a little bit depending on how long the car is. Anti-roll bars, you want to be able to have the car roll a little bit more. You want that body roll to be a little bit more evident. So 11 point something and 16 point something. Scroll past it actually. I increase the suspension stiffness because I like stiffer springs to 111. These are just personal preferences. I usually run 111 for a lot of my setups. And I brought the front suspension up to 21 centimeters to level out the car. It is a bit high, but it doesn't really matter too much. The ride height can affect drifting if you're really, really high up. 4.1, get the bump stiffness and rebound stiffness so I can run over curbs and stuff. Did not put any aero on. Brake bias is 40 and 150. I want that pressure to be able to lock the tires up. Good things like that. And differential 80-60. 80-60 personal numbers. I like them a lot. You can tweak them around, do whatever. Apply the setup. And there we go. It's an A-Class, 694 A-Class. It's not exactly... Well, it's not exactly... It's underclassed, as a lot of people say, but it's more than enough to get you set up for drifting, because it is more of a beginner's car, even though you're throwing a lot of parts on it. Anyway, we should probably take it to a public session and take it for a slide. So, yeah, let's take it to a public session. Bernese Alps, probably one of my favorite tracks. We're only a few thousand kilometers away from Germany, but we're drifting in the Snow Alps, and on a brilliant track, the Festival Circuit, probably one of my favorite drift circuits. I'll be driving it. Now I'm at the front of the pack! Yay! I'll be sliding up and forward. Oh, geez, that BMW. BMW race. Classic BMW versus non-classic BMW, E36. Going with the E635CSI. Maintaining that angle. He's backed off. Oh, he's getting real close, but I think he's respecting my points. Oh, it's so slow around. Actually, it's not too bad. Actually, it's maintaining the angle. That guy might be getting close to cooking it. Oh. Holy crap, I'm still getting points. Get that 11k bank. Bank that 11k. Downshift, destroy the gearbox, but screw it. I will destroy a gearbox. Ooh, that was a bit of a weird gear change. Running out of gear, actually, to be honest. Running out of gear in this BMW. That is one of the issues, is this gearbox is not exactly set up for drifting, and you do have a tendency to run out of gear when it comes to drifting. But, nonetheless, you can always switch up to 4th gear if you need to. Bernese Alps is well known for being a very long and extended circuit, so you definitely need a lot of 4th gear. Some of the more powerful cars, when you're close to the wall, you could get away with 3rd gear majority of the way, but this you definitely need 4th gear. And I'm racking in that 15,000 points. Holy moly. I'm at the front of the pack. And I've not been smashed yet, so... Wow, I don't even see anyone. The only other guy behind me is that guy in the E36, green E36. Initiate in the handbrake. Around. Oh, I'm going wide. I'm going wide. Oh, I'm off track. I'm off track. That's not good. That's really not good. Dumped a 6k point drop. Better maintain that angle, get some more points to keep my position of first. Hey, wall tap, got away with that. 3k point ahead of second. Maintain that position. It's all about the pressure. The pressure is on. The pressure is on to keep first. Surprisingly, I'm not running into any traffic yet. I've taken back first place. The massive point slide. Massive point slide. Massive point slide. Oh, please don't be traffic. Please don't. Yeah, he's got mad bikes with that. Mad bikes with the MX-5. Oh, get that angle. Yeah. I'll take first. Thank you very much. Wow, 55,000 was my best lap time. Wow, 55,000. Not bad, not bad. There is the BMW's M635. I don't even know the name, actually, still. It's BMW M635CI, I believe. Actually, that is correct, actually. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yes, that is the car. And it is quite a successful drift car. It did come first in a lot session, full of S15s and other fun stuff, but yeah, and other BMWs as well. So, if you want the tune, you'll find it in my file share. Look up my gamer tag, or look. Actually, I don't even know what it's called now, to be honest. Just look up my gamer tag. Look up the BMW M635CSI. Damn it, I have an ulcer on my tongue. Anyway, so yeah, there's the tune. Hope you guys enjoyed the drifting session, and yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Icekraks out.